Welcome back. An impressive Longwood victory, scoring more than 100 points for the first time in a couple of years, which you would expect against a Division III team, right, Marty? I mean, you guys played the way you should have.
I don't know. I'd say we expected, but yeah, the second half, Elijah was terrific, just in terms of, I think, the last 8 minutes, first half, just his energy and effort.
Yeah, you got going then.
Yeah, he just kind of allowed everyone to kind of re-energize and realize this is the way the game needs to be played, and that's the expectations we have. So he was phenomenal getting to do that. And then our size and length and physicality across the board for the next 20 minutes just really showed itself.
Yeah, you guys are always a defense-first team, and I thought your defense showed up in the second half. It was hard for them to run their offense, whereas in the first half, you didn't give them so many open shots, but they were able to run their offense.
Yeah, we one of the things that we pointed out, there was a rhythm that they were able to play with in the first half. Things were a little too easy. Certainly defense, and that was the message at every time out in the first half. It's not complicated. You don't guard, you're probably not going to be on the court in the second half. So message was received, and guys started to do that, and then you started to see what it ended up transferring to was the offensive end of the floor. Now the baskets started to come a little bit easier, shots started to come a little bit easier. And, it's the whole chicken or the egg. When we guard, our offense has got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah, well, as Bob Knight used to say, the best play in basketball is 1-on-0.
Yeah.
And you guys got a bunch of 1-on-0s in the second half, which I know made you happy.
Yeah. We're getting there. Work in progress, but coming off the trip and a long week, it was good to see guys be able to kind of collect themselves at the end of the half and then come out and respond the way they did in the second half.
Was Griff angry at halftime, or just, come on, guys, we can do better than this? How was he at halftime?
I wouldn't say angry. I think it's just more of the, one of the things we keep talking about, you have to compete against the game. There's a right way and wrong way to play the game when you're Longwood. Everybody's got a different style. Our style is you're going to guard. Right. And we need 5 guys every possession to defend, and then from that, get to the other end of the floor offensively and share the basketball. And I wouldn't say it was anger as much as disappointment that this is the expectation and we're not meeting that standard. And again, message was received, and I thought we did a much better job in the second 20.
And you shot well from 3, which you have not done this season.
No, and again, I would probably credit the defense. It just made the offense that much easier. All of a sudden now you're running transition, and they're back on their heels, and you're not facing a set defense. And then, guys see the ball go in the basket. The next guy kind of boosts his confidence too.
Okay, I have to ask you about this. How about my guy Precious? Came off the bench and played well.
Yeah, he did. He is, and really to that last group, this is what people don't understand, and this is a credit to them. When you're a scout guy, those guys could rattle off, and think about what they've done for the last week. They've run Kansas State, they've run UAB, they've run McNeese State, and now they've done Regents offense, and they know it verbatim. Coach is in timeout, and he starts asking guys on the scout team our plays. Hey, do you know? No, Coach, I don't know that. Coach, they didn't know our stuff.
Right.
And for those guys to be able to transition like they did, again, Precious gave a shot in the arm there and just had an energy. They're excited to play, and rightfully so. And, we need him, in addition to Leo, to be able to give us the minutes they give us, because during the course of the year, as we all know, in conference basketball, you got to be ready to step up. You just don't know when it's going to happen.
Exactly.
But your number's going to be called.
Exactly. So Maryland Eastern Shore comes in on Thursday. What do you know about them? Because I know nothing about them.
Well, I'll tell you, listen. We'll be there 6 games in 15 days. They have not been home since the first week in November.
That's terrific, isn't it?
Yeah. Terrific one-on-one players. They played Penn right out of the gate to a one-possession game, Old Dominion in a one-possession game. I think they're down 6 at Murray State. Really, really good offensive team, and they're going to give us problems. It's a good team, and I'm sure if I'm them, I'm finally catching my breath going, okay, here's some guys that look like us. I mean, you just played UConn last night.
They don't look like them.
No, they don't.
And Griff doesn't look like Danny Hurley.
No. Well,
he can't be.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm sure you couldn't have picked a worse time to play UConn. But but they're a good team. We have to worry about us, what they do well, and what our demands are defensively in particular. Hopefully match up. And they're going to take care of the ball on offense. They're going to throw some different things at you, but really good team. I mean, they will be like a Big South team where you got to come out and be ready to go for 40 minutes.
Right, you got to guard.
Oh yeah, sure do.
Thank you, Marty. Go get something to eat.
All right, man. Always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.